Sup, it's Hallie, and welcome back to the Aidyn challenge run. When we last left off, we just finished clearing out the Hellhound hole there. And I think we might just get through the rest of this game today. Just maybe, because there aren't that many fights left to take care of here in the desert. And once we're done with the desert, we can head on up to the... Well, we need to go to Tail of Walk and deal with the Dryads. And then we need to go to the Dragon's Lair, and there's a lot of fights in the Dragon's Lair, but none of them are especially hard. So, we're just gonna have to see. If we don't get it done, we'll probably get close. But it does bear mentioning that even once we finish the run, I still want to horse around in the battle randomizer for a bit. Because I want to encounter, like, the monsters you can only get through it. And I want to get the Drake equipment back, because we're going to lose it in the process of finishing up the barrow. But yeah, we'll see where we get today. I think that the game is in its death throes. And I don't know what I was thinking last time when I said that the Aidyn Plus challenge run was over 100 parts. It definitely wasn't. It was like 56 parts or something like that. I grossly overstated it. So far we're basically beating this slightly less than twice as fast, which is still pretty impressive. That's the combination of this being a much easier mod and oh, 12 seconds. Yes, the speed up. The speed up is very nice. You don't have anything to attack these guys with, man. Bird, you can't do anything. They're immune to his fire. Oh well. There. He lured them into attacking. Did my workout again this week, so I'm a little tired, but I'm a little more rested than I would be because I actually had time to rest. I didn't have to worry about crunching for time today, so that all worked out just fine. I was able to rest from like 3:30 till 5. If that's not enough to do it, then I'm in really trouble. So, yep. Slamalander's destroyed. I don't even know if there are any left. There might be like 1 or 2 fights with them still. Do those Slamalanders have anything? I don't think this particular one does. There's like no treasures over here, right? Oh, there's just like this little bowl area here, but there's nothing. Oh, there's a guy with a treasure. A Snanderm. The Snanderms are Satan. Oh, come on, Alterag. Alright, so I was all set up last week to have a perfectly normal time this week, and then, as is customary whenever that happens, everything fell apart on Monday immediately. Because, well, Pokemon was doing kind of this fun little promotion thing in Scarlet and Violet. They had done it once before. They basically introduced these 2 new legendary Pokemon that you could only get through Terra Raid battles, which basically amounts to 4 people connecting online together to fight one super tough Pokemon that has like 8 times the amount of health. And there were like 2 legends that they introduced this way that you can't get in the game by any other means except hacking, I guess. Which I'm not gonna do, because I play legit, dang it. But the first time this promotion came and went, I just let it go, because I was like nowhere near the point in the game where I was interested in doing those things, and I figured they would probably just make them available again by some other means in the future anyway. Which is probably still true, but regardless, I just let it go. But the thing is, they had to run the event again, because apparently there was a bug in the game that caused some people to get a bad egg when they caught the Pokemon instead of the Pokemon itself. And a bad egg is basically what you get in your inventory whenever you try to hack a Pokemon and it goes wrong. I don't exactly know exactly how that works, because, well, like I said, I don't hack the games. But bad eggs are basically what they sound like. So, to compensate the people who had this happen, they put out an update and they ran the event again, so you had another shot at them. I was like, well, you know what? Since they're doing this anyway, I might as well participate. So I loaded up my game and I tried to find them in the Terror Raid battles. But, well, the first problem was that you needed to be online. And to be online in that game, you actually need a Nintendo subscription to their service, which, if you get it for a whole year, it's really not that bad of a deal. It's like $2 a month or less than that. If you only want 1 month, it's like almost twice that. Maybe a little more. But, like, I don't play any of my games on the Switch online consistently enough yet to want that. Eventually I want to do that. I've been meaning to get a subscription so I could play Smash online, because I'm running out of single-player stuff to do in that game, which is hard to believe considering how much there is. But I cleared, like, basically everything except the spiritless battles at this point, and I've slowly been working my way through those, up from the bottom. But anyway, that's kind of neither here or there. The point is, I wasn't ready to get a full online subscription to Nintendo yet. And, I needed it for this. Fortunately, though, they were providing a free trial, a free 7-day trial. So I was like, alright, I'll just take advantage of that. The event that I wanted to do this for was only going to run for half a month anyway. It started on the 1st and was running till the 15th of this month, so it kind of just cut my available time to do the thing in half. And I was like, alright, well, we'll get it done in that time. So I signed up for the thing, and I went into the game, and I went online, and I tried to find the Terror Raid battles, and I couldn't find them anywhere. So I went digging around online, because comprehensive information about this is not exactly readily available. I had to dig around a bit to figure out what was wrong. And the problem was I hadn't beaten the game yet. Because, you know, everybody who picked up Scarlet and Violet just obviously beat it within 1 week, because that's how they do. There's no place in this world for people who take their time with video games. But anyway, to make them available for me to fight at all, I had to actually finish Scarlet. Or, well, no, Violet is the version I was playing in. And I was like, alright, fine, Nintendo, you've forced my freaking hand. I had to spend, like, most of my available free time in the early days of this week just getting that done. It's not like I was that far off from the end. I had, like, maybe 3 or 4 gym leaders to do, and there was, like, a couple Titan Pokemon, and 2 more Team Star bases or whatever. But I got through it all. It's actually really easy to beeline for the end in that game if you know what to do and where to go. The open world is there to explore, but it is your choice whether you explore it or not. And I made my choice. In fact, I had decided early on that I was only going to bother with the parts of the world I ended up crossing, because it's just too much, man. It's too much. And not all of it's really worth looking at. Anyway, got through all that, cleared the team path and the Titans path and the gym path. And beat the league and became champion. And then, well, actually, that doesn't trigger the credits, so I had to do the extra special final scenario where all the plot lines converge and we learn the truth of what's going on and all that fun stuff. So did all that junk. Goodness. That took a couple days. Then, and then I finally was able to see the raids in the world, and I was like, alright, let's try this. And when I tried it by myself, it was freaking impossible. Because, like, well, the Legends are version exclusive. There's one you can get in Scarlet and one you can get in Violet, but if you're playing online, you can participate in a raid for the other version exclusive in your version by joining somebody else's raid. So that was what I did. Alright, we already killed these guys. Hold on, let me get my bearings. Pretty sure there's like a scorpion over here, or maybe a Slamlander. Did I already kill it? I might have already killed it. Over here? Up on this hill, perhaps? Oh, there it was. There's the Scorpion I was thinking of. Right, so I had one that I needed to find raids for on, like, their little raid wanted board thing, and I had one that I could activate myself. I feel I am both blessed and cursed to have the harder of those two as the one that was available in my version. Because, like, the problem with this one was it had Swords Dance in its moveset, and it was level 75 for the fight. And in a Terra Raid battle, it's basically 4 people fighting one Pokemon, but the one Pokemon is taking 4 turns per turn. So it would often just have its attack maxed after no time, and all of its attacks will be fatal. And every time that they pull off an attack and knock somebody out, it reduces the time you have to fight the boss. And if your time runs out, you're kicked out and have to start it over. And that's like the whole gimmick of the Terra Raid battles. So mine was like, it needed very specific methods to deal with in an adequate way. And I was totally not prepared for that. But I really lucked out with the other one, because I actually got it on the first raid I tried when I saw it available. That was a big relief. That was Walking Wake, for those in the know. Yeah, I don't know if I just got a particularly proficient group or whatever, but we managed to bag that one immediately, so thank goodness. The other one, though, took another couple days to get done, because I just had to figure out what I could even do with my Pokemon to make it viable. Ended up using my Ceruledge, which is this Fire Ghost Warrior type guy. It's pretty cool. He was resistant to half of the boss's moves and took neutral damage from the third move, but the problem was that the third move was also the boss's strongest move. So there were times where that would just outright kill me, even if it wasn't super effective. Ugh. And defeating that thing was such a pain. I was originally fighting it with my guy at like level 65 or so, and eventually I was like, this is not feasible, and I raised him 20 levels. 20 levels I raised him! And it still wasn't enough, because it's just that obnoxious. It also kind of depended on the people I was getting. Some of them were a lot more prepared for what we were getting into than others. You could just tell from, like, their Pokemon choices and such. But anyway, what I eventually ended up doing was that I found I had more success taking it on defensively instead of offensively, because there were a couple of things Ceruledge could do to mitigate its damage, and that thus prevent it from knocking everyone out immediately. What I ended up doing was, well, I originally gave him Reflect so that he could boost the team's defense, and that did help. And there's also like a command in Terra Raid battles you can use to boost everybody's defense on the spot. But even using those, it wasn't quite working out because Ceruledge was just a little too slow to keep up with the boss, Iron Leaves. Again, for those in the know. So, what I ended up doing was I bought a Choice Scarf to give him a 50% speed boost, and then from there, I taught him Clear Smog, of all things, which is not a very strong attack, but it has perfect accuracy. It cannot miss, and it eliminates all stat changes. So basically, Ceruledge was faster than Iron Leaves, and he's spamming Clear Smog every turn, so that at the start of that turn, all of its Swords Dance upgrades would be lost immediately. And that helped my allies survive long enough to get the job done eventually. It wasn't a perfect strategy. There were still times where it just snuck in some Swords Dances and killed people just because it's that abominable. But I got it done. Thank goodness. Never again, man. Just never again. Well, that took care of that. And that is my long, grand tale as to why I did very little of anything else this week. I was busy finishing Violet, and now Well, and that event as well. And now I don't have to play it again for like 2 months. That's fun. In the meantime, I can get back to like my normal stuff, like art and game design. And I have resumed production of... Not Take-Two. I know you wish that was the case, probably, if you're listening to this. But I resumed production of my Pokemon Hunter revision. Whoop. St. Anderms. I finished patching up the ice cavern today, and I rewrote the scene where they confront the boss, because the boss is no longer Zapdos, it's Machamp, like I said earlier. Machamp does look magnificent, lounging on his throne, and then you whack him and the Harpy comes back and she's happy. And there's like one other little scene I need to rewrite in that area before I move on from it, but the map revisions were less daunting than I expected. And the forest is next. The forest shouldn't be too complicated. Well, actually, maybe it will. Those forest maps are quite an ugly mess. They're definitely some of the ones that need revised worse, so depending on how much that requires, we'll just have to see. But I'm hopeful. Don't know how much longer it'll take before I can call that project done, but making strides, and it's back on the schedule. Nothing's there to interfere with it. So hopefully it won't be too long. Hopefully, hopefully. Let's see, what else is going on? I took a look at my stream list and figured out what we'll be playing after this. We're going to be confronting the weird route in Deltarune next time. No, well, not next time, but like when we start a new stream series, it'll be that. Except it won't. It'll be Lisa for that. I already made a liar of myself. Good grief. I basically had enough things that I wanted to stream that I could pace it out such that crap. It's like Lisa, then 2 things that are not Aidyn, then Lisa again, then Aidyn again. Because there are still more Aidyn versions I want to cover on this channel. The next Aidyn version we'll be looking at is going to be... oh, what was it? Oh yeah, we're going to play the original, and we're going to, like, do a no cheating run whatsoever. It's just going to be completely legit from start to finish. No cheat menu, no mods, no hacks, no nothing. And it's going to be an all namers run, because we're going to unite the namers. Because there are exactly 3 namers in the original game. And you can get all of them into a party legitimately. There's just kind of a trick to doing it, and you have to do it in a way that doesn't totally intuit. Because you can't start the game by taking Rada. You would think you want her as one of your namers right off the bat, but in order to keep Ferris later, since he is the 3rd namer, you can't have her, or you can't activate the glitch that causes you to keep him. So we have to have no namers up until Shamsic's Tower, at which point we will complete it, and then Ferris will be the first of them to join, and then we go pick up Rada and Donovan in Terminor immediately after. And at that point we will have our full group, just like that. But the problem with that is it means Rada is starting in the party late game at level 3, and that's going to make things kind of interesting too. Should be fun. I have actually attempted that run once before, but not quite like this. Not quite like what I am having in mind at this time. But you know, that's neither here nor there, because we're not doing that. We just like, I get through this Aidyn run before we worry about any future ones. Like, jeez. And getting there, we are. But yeah, after that, it was a Lisa run. I don't remember which one. I can check online. I have the list in my locker on RMN, but it's set to private, so only I can see it. Just hold on a second. Let me deal with these sandworms, and we'll pull up, and we'll see what it says. Because I also spaced out the Lisa runs based on their expected difficulty. There's so many gimmicks I have for that I just can't remember which one is actually next. But even if I look it up, I would have to check somewhere else to tell you which party members will be involved for it, because I don't recall. I've got those in a spreadsheet on this PC somewhere. I see where you're going, Jundar, but you can't attack my beacon. There you go. That's what you get. But basically, after we clear our next Lisa run, it's going to be Deltarune. And after that, it will be Lacria, like I've mentioned before. Gotta get that hundo. And in addition to doing the hundo, I want to pick all the jerk options that make Ren look like a dick. And we're not gonna ship him with Serene this time. We're gonna see what happens when he doesn't earn his romance. If anything happens. It's hard to say how long that series will go for, because Lacria was a pretty long game. But we're not going to be reading the dialogue, so we'll at least be able to mash the cutscenes. But at the same time, the author designed this game where they put 1 second pauses between all of the text boxes for mysterious reasons that I never got a clarification on, so that's going to drag things out. Bird, why are you so weird? He couldn't target the worm from the back, which is bizarre. So yeah, that's like the immediate future on the stream plans. So many stream plans. Wow, that was a big chunk of that thing's health. I wasn't sure it would have died from that. Although I guess I did cast Whackness on it. It had less health than it normally would. Alright, there's the way back into the barrow. But there were more monsters outside the barrow I needed to deal with. So if I go over this way... Okay, yeah, this is the way. There's like some hellhounds back here. Hello, hound. We're gonna knock them down. Kind of looking forward to the Deltarune weird route. I've already caught some spoilers. I have the basic idea of what it goes on with it, and I have experienced the first bit of it. I took the steps to get it started just to see what it was like, so I'd be informed. But I haven't followed through, and I don't know exactly how it all pans out. Seems like it's going to substantially derail the course of the chapter, because there's just like no way it can proceed normally beyond a certain point. But we'll just have to see. It's kind of not that relevant for the first chapter, even if it is a factor, so we'll just have to see. Fortunately, the first chapter of Deltarune is kind of just really short. Should be a non-issue to get through. If anything, I'm more worried about how I'm going to manage my save files, because you only get 3 save slots in Deltarune, and I need 1 for my regular intended route. And now I need 1 for the other thing as well. So what am I going to do about it? I think I'll just keep, like, the regular game in slot 1 and the weird route in slot 3. And just keep the middle slot for the backup save of either. Depending on whether I'm recording it for the channel or streaming it. I wonder how Toby's doing on those other chapters. He said there's going to be a drop of 3 of them next time and it's going to cost money, and I'm fine with that. But man, how long is it going to take him to finish 3 whole chapters? Although I wonder if the second one didn't only take him a lot longer to deal with because of, like, the engine change. It still blows my mind that he, like, started in Game Maker for the first chapter, and then switched engines for the second chapter, and still managed to, like, port the data from one into the other. At least I'm pretty sure that's how that goes. I might be full of crap. That's just what I heard. There's more hello hounds. There. We shall see. Well, hey, The Lost is another game I wouldn't mind visiting in a stream series. The thing about that is, though, I would want it to be finished if I was going to pick it up again. But I don't know what the developer might be up to these days. Like, I still haven't heard back from him. I had mentioned many streams back by now at this point that I reached out to him on RPG Maker Web to try and find out the names of some of these songs, of which this one playing right now is one I don't know the true name of. But, like, he just never got back to me. It says the last time he was seen there was December 5th, last year. Apparently, I just missed him. I had also reached out to him on YouTube, but, like, it's his developer account there. And I would imagine he doesn't log into that unless he has a purpose to. So hopefully the game isn't cancelled or something. That would be sad. But I suppose if that wait does end up being too long or whatever, I could just play the game again anyway. Because it really is a different game whenever you understand what you're doing going into it. And there are, like, choices that matter in it where you can decide to do things one way or the other and have a significantly harder time. I'd be kind of curious to explore the harder paths. Although that game was pretty difficult in general, to be honest, so I'm a little intimidated of that possibility. Right, were there any undead I left living around this hill? I think we killed them all in the course of unlocking the barrows. Is there a skelly over here? Oh, there's a skelly. Come here, skelly. But yeah, I would be curious to try, like, the higher difficulty version of The Lost. Which is just choosing poorly, basically. Gotta pay per schmarga back. I think that about covers what's going on these days. And what's coming up in the future. I don't know what we're playing next for Doki Doki. I already finished Liberation. In fact, the episode for the end of the demo went up today, but there's more to see in the demo because we're still covering the rest of the routes. My current recording gets through the stuff for Monica and Sayori. And I'll be recording the Natsuki and Yori stuff next time. But I can't imagine there's 2.5 hours worth of that, so we're just gonna have to see. I got my cube on Reddit. I kinda like to just set and forget it, so that whenever I pull it up again, it's always a complete surprise what I'll be playing next. I also finished Final Fantasy Sky Warriors this week, so we're going to be seeing the next Let's Play air on Thursday. It's a silly werewolf game. It's supposed to be a horror game, but so far it's kind of silly. I only had time to complete, like, the tutorial area of it, because there was a lot to tutorialize, but they also had this, like, this weird, storybook thing going on. Like, there were 2 chapters of a weird storybook you could read about this princess and her abusive father, who made her marry a dog because she wouldn't marry any suitors. And apparently this is like the foundation for the whole thing because it's her dog children that are the werewolves coming after you. It's just strange. I guess the fairy tale was supposed to be kind of creepy, but it was so absurd I found it hilarious. I couldn't help but laugh at the absurdity. You'll just have to see when the thing airs. And I haven't made any steps toward recording Mario Galaxy for the channel yet. I need to get my butt out to Best Buy to pick up a mic or something. Something or other. Alright, did I leave any monsters down here? I don't think there are any in, like, the main body here. Let's just do a quick pass. I'm pretty sure we killed them all. Like, there was a water elemental. Yeah, everything on this floor is dead. So, let's go over here. I always get lost on this floor because the map is not very accurate. Or rather, it's not very scrutable. Here's a wreath. Hello, wreath. Maybe I should drop a save to avoid losing progress. Take that, hurt them, and I'll... There you go. Oh, these guys. Enjoy that sword while you can, bird. We're gonna be parting with it very soon. No, not the Wraith Titch. There's a little bit of new music on the list today, but not very much, and I don't know what the chances of us even encountering any of it are. I added 5 tracks from the Chronicles, Fate of a Princess. There's still one more to get, because obtaining the music was not super easy. I basically had to go into the game and record it that way, because the game is packaged up with all its files inaccessible. How dare they? So yeah, fortunately I was able to use my save files to get most of the songs pretty easily. The only one I'm missing is from the bonus boss. And I don't even have to fight the bonus boss to get the song, I only have to reach the bonus boss and start the battle so it'll play. That's fine. I just didn't have time to record it this week. But I also didn't have time to, like, investigate where the songs might have come from, because since I can't access them from the files, I don't have any clues as to what they might have been. I'm pretty sure they're all just from the R2P of that RPG Maker version, but I didn't look into that either, so I need to figure that out. I'll give it a shot later. But yeah, only 5 new songs on our battle list today. And no new songs and all the rest of it. I believe I mentioned last week that the new game I'm playing is GoldenEye. I was playing it earlier this morning, and I beat the game on Agent, which isn't saying much because Agent is very easy. It gets mildly difficult toward the end, if that. I failed the control mission a couple times because Natalia kept dying. Oh my god, it's like... There are like 4 points from which the guards can approach her, and if you don't see them come in, sometimes they run around and end up like obscured by computer monitors and desks and things. There's something you can do about that. Like, you find remote mines in that level, and you can use them to blow up the desks that would be blocking your view, which is a very good idea, and something I'll definitely be doing in the higher difficulties. But yeah, guys kept just sneaking past me, because like you deal with them on one side and they come down the other, and then your only clue that they're shooting Natalia is you hear her screaming in pain and the bullets colliding with her body. And they all have rapid fire weapons, so it doesn't take too many rounds of that before she's toast. Not looking forward to that one in higher difficulties, not at all. I'm not sure I ever even cleared it on 00 Agent back in the day. It's just a really tough one. But, you know, I'm much older now. I'm sure I can handle it. Just gotta figure out how. I'm gonna fully clear that game, dang it. I'm gonna get all the levels, beat all the difficulties, get all the cheats. Might even look up the super secret cheats that are not unlocked through levels. I don't remember exactly how it goes, but apparently there's like a bunch of extremely precise button combinations you can enter on the cheat menu screen to unlock even more stuff. Including just the basic trick or cheats themselves. So if you wanted those, you could. You could get them. We can't get through here yet because this is where the horn is. Yeah, like the horn would be here. It's like, oh, invisible wall. You can't walk through. Alright, there's another wreath. Wreath. This wreath is Lancer. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing more GoldenEye. It's definitely challenging. It's definitely not meant to be played on the kind of TV I have. For one, like, it exemplifies the N64 jankiness just by being a higher definition television. But the problem I'm running into, especially in the later levels, is that some things are just way too dark, and there's no way to adjust them. I looked in my TV's settings, and I could not find a contrast option anywhere. And as I'm playing, I can see the screen, like, trying to dim and adjust for lighting, but it's actually making the dark parts darker, which is really, really awful. The jungle was almost impossible for me to do. That was the first mission I died on, because I just couldn't see what I was doing. Although, really, that's only a partial excuse, because, like, when the guys were shooting at you in the jungle, you can see the very distinct star pattern of their rifles, bullets firing. But, still. No use getting shot. It would be nice if you could avoid it. Like, that game was murky on ordinary televisions back in the day. I'm, like, at an active disadvantage for having higher tech to equip it to. You know what? I'll take it. I accept the challenge. Part of this was just me trying to remember how the game works anyway. Back in the day, I always played it with a guide. I still have the strategy guide, but, you know, I think I'm a grown-ass adult, and that I can figure it out myself. Sometimes that's to my detriment. Like, I was playing the revisits to the surface level, and couldn't figure out how to get into, like, the comms room to deal with the satellite signal or whatever was one of the objectives you needed to complete. And it turned out the key card that I missed to open the door was in a house I had already visited, and I just somehow managed not to pick it up. Amazing. Like, I think a guard had it, and when I killed them, they dropped it, but I wasn't, like, close enough to them for it to fall into my pocket out of theirs. So I spent, like, way too long jogging across the entire map trying to find that darn key. Then I got spotted by the cameras, and like that brought in all these elite guards, and that stage already has infinite guards anyway, and then they always know where you are, so you have to keep moving or they'll catch you. It's just, it was a royal pain, is what it was. I got for it. And now that I've completed all of the levels at least once, I'm a little more re-familiarized with them. Started remembering where some of the trouble spots were and such. It was all coming back to me. And I'm sure there will still be more things to remember in the future because, well, if you're not familiar with GoldenEye, the early, well, not the easy mode missions have fewer objectives than the harder mode ones. some missions get extra objectives and others do not. But knowing how to do all those things eventually becomes important. So some of the more obscure objectives I'm not used to doing, I might have to refresh my memory further. Alright, are these Stongloms or Gint Golems? Because that's kind of an important distinction. I'm going to stall our Garbity one just to be sure. Okay, it was a Gint Golem and I'm glad I stalled him. Put a beacon over here and shoot that wreath. Boy. You know, while it's important that I get back on top of my regular game design activities, I'm actually more worried about art these days. Because I'm rapidly falling behind on a bunch of reviews I need to do. I've had writer's block for a couple weeks, and that's basically been the problem. But that doesn't make it any better, really, because there's a bunch of stuff I need to write right now. There's a philosophy book I've been trying to get done, but I feel like the reviews are a little more imminent. I don't want those to fall too far behind. I need to do one for No More Nice Natsuki. I need to review I Am Monica. I'm gonna need to review her Liberation before long. Sky Warriors is on the block. And I still need thumbnails for 2 of those. I got one prepared for No More Nice Natsuki, and I did draw one for I Am Monica, but I haven't finished it yet. There's just a lot to do as far as that goes. Just gotta get my groove back. Oh right, and apart from those, stuff on this channel, I also need to write a comic critique. Because I fall slightly behind on those as well. Unfortunately, I only have one to worry about. And the nice thing about the comics I critique is that I don't have to like worry about a timeline there. I can take that at my own pace, and even if I finish the comic I'm reading, I can just like reread it again, which helps to cement the information in my mind and to like further develop my critique. So it's not like that's a waste of time or anything. Revisiting the content there is not a big deal. But still, I like to keep things moving there. Yeah, it had gotten to a point where, like, there was one comic I needed to review, and I had, like, read it enough times that I was prepared to, but I couldn't get in the mindset for it. But in the meantime, I had read the next comic in its entirety already, and then it happened again. So I have, like, an entire comic ahead on what I should be reviewing right now. But like I said, I'm just gonna reread it. It's actually not a very long comic. That's usually how this goes. It's the longer comics, they're the ones where I can like pace it out better, but when it's a short comic or doesn't have a lot in its archive yet, well, it's easy for things to pile up or I get tempted to continue on ahead of schedule. There should be yeah, there's a box here. Give me that box. A chat death scroll and 20 spiss. We don't even need 20 spiss, man. It's actually herbs we're running out of. How about that? Yeah, I'm gonna craft some crap. Bacon, craft some crap. Use up that heckin' hide. Man, we found a lot of that stuff. There really are a lot of hello hounds out here. And apparently a lot of beast hide dropping things as well. There we go, we did it. And of the chitin plates, we only had like 1. You might have thought we'd have way more than that, but apparently not. Yeah, the writing of my reviews is not the only concern I have with my art these days. I've found that my comic production is way down. And part of that's just me trying harder to make the pages look nice. But part of it's also just I'm getting sidetracked with a lot of other things. Because I try to hit or do an art session once a day, and that's like 2 hours a day. But there are so many things that go into my art that, like, there's just too much. Thumbnails count as art, writing counts as art, and comics count as art. So whenever I'm behind on reviews, well, there's the writing aspect, there's the drawing the thumbnails aspect, and then I'll try or takes time away from the comics. So it's not like I have a schedule for my comic uploads. I abandoned that a long time ago, but it still feels bad. At my current rate, it's going to take years upon years to finish the Aidyn comic story I'm making. That's just no good. I would like to get it back down to the point where I could do a comic a week. But then I remember that I need time for the thumbnails, and they usually take like 4 hours or so. You might not believe it from like how simple my art is, but it's actually not that easy for me to produce, because I am not artistically inclined at all. I have to work at it a lot, and it takes me a long time to produce a worse result than most other people would. That's just kind of how it is. That's my life with art. Sad but true. I'm gonna do my best to get by. It helps if I put on like podcasts or things, because then I can just zone out and focus a little better. But there are also times where I'm just like completely demotivated and have no desire to make art at all, so it's a whole thing. This song is too fast for how I feel right now. I don't know if these are Gint golems. Hold on. I'm reluctant to attack them. Or at least attack within range of them. Oh yeah, they're Gint golems. I need to stall or garbity one of them, so they're not slamming us to death. Oh hey, here's another one of those songs that I could probably identify if I tried hard enough. I'm still just trying to get all the battle music out of the Let's Plays I've done. And I figure I can confront these things later. But like, Road to Paradise the Dragon did list its sources in its credits. It just doesn't say specifically what's what, so I need to look up the music credits that they listed and try to find these songs among them, I guess. Oh right, I was gonna staller these guys. Wow, I already forgot what I was doing. You know what? It's too late. We're just gonna go for it. I want to hit him with this. I wanted this one. That's right, Stamdram. Stamdram the Gint golems. Good job. Right now, hit one. Bam. Good God, Alter, I'm taking 3 turns in a row. Calm down, man. Oh, I should whack this. Whack this. She got all. Nice. Hey, there's Cigarette Spelunker. Hello, thanks for stopping by. Hey man, I wanted to apologize to you because I forgot to check out those things you posted on Discord. It just kind of slipped in my mind and I kept forgetting to go do it. So, my bad. You heard of anyone named Dirt Thief? Yeah, he was that just Kodonoha obsessed person on the modding subreddit who annoyed everyone to death. And apparently he did and said some questionable things. I don't really know the whole story there, didn't exactly pay attention to that drama, but he seemed like kind of a dweeb. He was like an idea guy, basically. He wanted to make a Just Code Konoha mod, but he didn't want to do any of the work. He was like trying to hire everybody to do all the tasks for him. And those moments are always spectacular. You get the guy who's like, okay, I've got a story in mind, but I need a writer and a coder and a musician and an artist, and I'm gonna tell everyone what to do. I'm the director. It's like, sure. Good luck with that one, pal. And I can't pay because I'm M12.
You raided his server and over 20 people came. You did it because he excuses talking to young teens badly by being young himself, but that's not how it works.
Oh. Well, it sounds like he's not a great person, but I'm kind of against server raids and stuff, because I don't think mob justice is justice at all, really. I'm against cancel culture in general. I think it's a real problem in today's society. You know, Bird, we're gonna actually have you heal somebody for the first time in ages. There you go, man. You did it. Maybe Beacon healed himself, too. How did Beacon get hurt? Who hurt Beacon? Alright, let's go get that Skelly. Yeah. Almost. Your time is an eye, Skelly. Bam. Done. Alright. Are we just about done with these monsters here? How much more is on this floor? I want to say there's not too much left. There should be like an air elemental running around somewhere. Where is he? Air elemental? Ruminel? Air guy, where are you? I know you exist. We didn't fight an air guy down here. Maybe it's only here at a certain time of day. Or it's like around a bend and I'm just not finding it. Yeah, nobody's in here.
You proceeded to raid someone else who groomed your friend and tried to normalize transphobic behavior to me when you were young.
Alright, that sounds a little more worthy of being raided, but still. I'm always dubious of this type of thing because, like, sometimes stuff just gets taken the wrong way, and then the crowd just runs with it. That's the risk you run with cancel culture. Of course, I'm also dubious of the things you tell me, because you've told me outrageous things before that I feel like were just attention grabbing and not necessarily true. But whatever. If you say that's what happened, well, that's your account on the internet. Alright, there goes all our Drake stuff.
Nah, this is true. This time you swear it, you could show me proof of the groomer one. Well, I'll take your word for it, because I don't want to see that. Let's see. How are we gonna kill this guy? I don't think Bird is... Well, wait. Bird can't even use the weapon we're supposed to kill him with anyway. We can't exactly poison him to death. We're not allowed to trap him. Yeah, hold on a second. We've got Lobensorb. Yeah, and it's lunar now. Alright, you know what? We're gonna have Gita take care of that for us because no one else is able to hurt this guy. In the meantime, a bird can be our, pole person? Oh wait, no he can't. He's not even allowed to learn pole. You know what, bird, you don't get a weapon for now. You get to stand there and look pretty. Drop that pole, sir. Oh gosh, he had the Aegis as well. I guess I can give him something. The Sherbendo Shid? Sure, he can have the Sherbendo Shid. Unless someone else was already wearing one. Don't ask me how I would get more than one Sherbendo Shid, but it could happen. Yeah, no, he's fine with that. He's fine with that. I'm gonna drop a save, finally, like I said I was gonna, like, ages ago. Looks like we're an hour into the stream. I don't have faith in our ability to clear the entire Dragon's Lair in an hour and 20 minutes, but we'll see what happens. Lou gosh. Lou gosh. Hey, he's not the one using the sword, it's Gita! Oh, I gave him Warfang. That's where it is in this mod. Alright, well hold on. I'm going to mirror Gita before something terrible happens to her. And you... you don't have any of the verses I'm worried about. Man, you're gonna stand in Lugosh's face and perform a song. You. Cast. He might... I don't know what he has, but... eh, let me go with this one first.
Alright, let's do it. You couldn't win his 30th raid because you got banned from that server. That seems unsurprising. That second raid was crazy. Some slashed arms were even posted spamming I like children.
That sounds awful. Can I... like... debilitating this guy? You can debilitating the guy, but it's not gonna kill him. Can I whack against the guy? I can.
You can make the groomer panic since at one point you were good friends with them until he found out the things, and now you sometimes threaten to delete your Discord account again, making him panic.
Why did you stop singing, Bird?
He seems kind of dumb because he is saying that the person he talked to in the screenshots was the groomer.
See, this is like a layer of internet drama that I just don't care to get into. Bad people exist. Gotta stay away from them. I can stam jam this guy too, if I was able to do those other things. Yeah, stam jam him. Oh, he does have a star. Yeah. Maybe he can't sing if he's too close to a monster. Alright, well we've set up Gita in every way possible. Can I still piss in him? Yeah, I can piss in him, yeah. Gita, get a move on. Everyone's done like everything they can to him. You need to kill the man. There we go. Stab one. Futilely casting Force it on. Yeah, see now Bird can sing. It's because he's far enough away. Oh, come on, man. Oh, he died to the poison. Neat. Whoops. I accidentally started the next song. You know, we're gonna skip this song. Because it's not a very long song, and it's like, eh. I just don't want that one playing in my ears for however long it takes me to find another fight. Go get the horn. Ye horn. Take ye horn. Okay. I don't know if Bird had anything to say about that, but he is our bard, so he's allowed to use that. We have officially replaced the harp. Straight upgrade to harp. Give me that horn. Where horn?
It's the Hornicono. Hornicono.
Away we go. Oh wait, we gotta get some more treasures. Gotta get the other treasures in the boxes. And I guess I gotta give Gita back her weapon and stuff. Gita, you don't get the Loban Sword anymore. That was a one-time thing. You were using, oh yeah, the what's it? The Ehud staff, yeah. And you...
I don't even know what Bird's supposed to be using at this point, because we took away his Fire Drake Fang. He's still rank 9, isn't he? Yeah, he's still rank 9. He gets the... Oh, Sheridan Sword. When he ranks up, he can use more Fang. That'll be sweet. Sherbadang Sword. There we go.
Boxes. Gimme. Bow, though. Yeah, because that's the Bow of Thunder. And there's the Spudbreaker Aches, but we already found one. A Bunchen Scroll. I guess that tells me which drop chart this is, because I'm pretty sure I put that in, the Swamp Tomb. Can't Zom Scroll. Such a random drop for this late in the game, man. Why? Nobody needs a Can't Zom Scroll by this point in the game. Nobody. Because you get one off of Shamsuk, and you can't get here without beating Shamsuk. It's like, whatever. Hello, Elementals. Let's go. Rematch from the gate. I don't need any stuff. Just shoot the guy. Fire at a little. He's mole-eating. Okay. I can't reach with this damn ram. I guess I could Staller somebody. Who wants Staller? You're getting Staller, Airman. There you go. Deblatanging. Don't do that. Don't deblatanging me. Hit him with the lackeys. Now I should be close enough to Stambram. Stambram. Alright, Bird is the one with versus Elemental. He casting Strongs. Yeah, he was too close anyway. Oh, Bird, look out. He's getting dunked on. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Hold up. I guess I can Deblatanging it. Get Deblatanged, nerd. You can't Dipseliminal. Oh, you can. I want to Dispel it on everyone but the air guy. Couldn't Dispel the Strength. Jeez. Can Bird get a turn? That would be great. Already whacked this thumb. Oh yeah, Endurance. That's not a bad idea. And Burge. Look, he gets a turn, wow. Maybe you should, like, flip up Portort out of this bad situation. There you go. was kind of a dick. Maybe I shouldn't put other heroes within range of him. He's still after Bird. What a jerk. Alright, next step. Fix yourself up, guy. There you go. What Remnantal is deceased? Yeah, I don't know what it is about the desert map that seems to mess with these guys, but they're definitely more competent fighters on this particular floor. Can't get around him. Get back there. Big old hit. Yeah, that guy's just determined to cause trouble. Alright, we're casting versus Eminental way late. It's like, there's no need to do it anymore at this point. But we've done it. Alright, you. Your turn. It's walking away. Why? There aren't even any heroes over there, my guy. Fight's right here, buddy. Gosh, the Diplotanking game this still packs a punch. Although it kind of just balanced out with the strong. There we go. Dealt with him. Jeez. I don't think anything else spawns in after that, so... let's get out of here. Our time has come. Actually, I want to just take one more quick look around here. See if that air elemental does only appear during, like, the night or something. I mean, it just turned night. So it's kind of the wrong time. Let me... oh, wait, a Skelly. I missed my big spells. The Drake equipment had me spoiled.
Oh, come on, wreaths. Knock it off. Get it. Wasn't as big of a hit as I was hoping for. Oh wait, I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, no. I was mistaken. I was going to say, I think we can use the bow though. But the bow though is the rank X weapon for bows because there's just so few of them. So he needs to hit max rank before he can use that. Playable depression. You're still on about that? Well, hey, I decided to make Take 2 available for public use. If you've got the chops, you can totally mod it and make a playable depression character. She doesn't have all the world map sprites, but you could pretty easily make them. Of course, figuring out how to make her operate in battle would be kind of a thing.
Playable elite Goombule from Passersid's side story.
Ah yes, the DDLC mod we've all been waiting for. The playable elite Goombule. I don't even remember what an elite Goombule is. I think I remember what the Goombules looked like, the regular Goombules. But I don't remember what the elite ones were or what made them elite. Staller Garbage, that Plax ammo. Good stuff. I should take care of the what?
You dream of making playable enemies in Bowser's Inside Story.
That was an idea that always fascinated me back in the day. It was like, what if you could play as anything in anything? That would be so cool. I guess that's why I do things like play the entire roster in Smash Bros. And stuff. I just like seeing lots of variety in the gameplay. Man, that what didn't stand a chance. We showed that what's up. I got him. Alright, so like, we're gonna be in peril of these other Plax Zambo in just a second here. I don't want him punching us unnecessarily. Meanwhile, Bird's just over here.
Maybe even Dream Team. You know that all Goomba types, with exception of ones like Chaboomba, other large ones, will have the standard double jump that Mario and Luigi have.
Ah. Well, yeah, that's basically Headbonk. That's straight out of Paper Mario. Although I wonder if you would have to have them, like, jump straight up and down, or if you could have them flip over like they would in Paper Mario.
They would only be playable during battle. Outside of it, you still play as Mario and Luigi.
Well, yeah.
I feel like that's just an extra layer of complication. It's not like the Goomba needs to navigate the map in a unique way. Although that could be cool for certain enemies too. Man, am I glad I Stellar Garbodied that guy. Now I can just play Ring Around the Rosie with his buddy here. Here. Gita needs to space out a little better. Yeah, like if I put her here, Ultra has room to move. And now it doesn't matter.
You want to make 3D sprites of enemies from inside Bowser, so they have graphics outside of him and turn into third-dimensional environments.
Ah, yeah, I guess you only do encounter monsters inside scrolling sections of Bowser. They wouldn't make sprites of them for the world map. Yeah, everything inside Bowser is side-scrolling. I'll have to replay that game someday. I did not finish it to my satisfaction. I completed it, but I think there were some things I left undone. Although if I did, I think I would want to play the remake, because that looked pretty sweet. The remake where they actually give the Dark Star its own boss theme, instead of just the regular boss theme that doesn't feel like it fits at all. Among other improvements, of course. Man, this zombie fight is way longer than I thought it would be. We're getting there, though. Oops. I didn't mean to skip Beacon's turn. I thought it was Bird's turn. Now it's Bird's turn. Getting clobbered. Finish him, Kita! Do it! Yeah! Woo! Alright. We got some herbs. Nice. Alright, we were going to check down the hole and see if the air elemental is there. There's another monster over there we get to kill before we take a camping trip. Jeez. You know, maybe it's the other way around. Maybe the thing is only here during the day. You know, we got up here with, like, the crossover with evening. Hey, Wreath! Get over here! Too many of you. Alright, do I want to Stellar Garbody one of those guys? Probably do. Black Zambos are kind of problematic. Oh, they're just out of range. Can't reach them. Whatever. Drink a healing potion. I feel like it's been a long time since I listened to this song in particular. I know it's been on this list for a while, but it just kind of flies under my radar for some reason. Or maybe this is just the first time of paying attention to it when I was playing. It just registers as background noise all the rest of the time.
Now we can stall one of these zombies. The further one. You get to stay behind. Good timing, he was about to move. Whack missed them all. Except the new arrival, who is also a Plaque Zambo. But it's going to take him a hot minute to get across the battlefield, so I don't think I need to stall him. I didn't think I killed that other wreath. What happened to it? I guess Bird might have poisoned it with his sword. That is the power of the Sherberdang sword. Alright, yeah, oh, I can't walk any further. I wanted to get behind him. Alright, now we're just pummeling these guys to death. Mash for the rest of the fight. Out of range. Oh, come on, man. Can't even crush nothing. Stand range. She's not gonna make it either, is she? Nope. Just barely. I'll whack this in, whatever. Our reagents are fine. She didn't even get to hit him. It just occurred to me she could try to control that guy with her staff. That's okay. Alright. So let's camp. what was the hole I went down? I was thinking it was this one? Yeah, it was this one. Is the air elemental here now? I didn't think I fought anything on this floor, but I guess I must have if that guy is gone. Alright, well I think that about does it then. We're gonna leave. I guess I can head out east a little bit to see if we can trigger the scene where there's a fight that Ferris kind of incites with some chaos monsters. But apart from that, we can pretty much just book it to Tailowalk. It should be like right around here or something. Oh, did I never do this guy? Men's Hair Club. This is the in-game version of Men's Hair Club, which is a faster pace and has a different loop than the version you hear in the OST. I actually prefer the in-game version, which is why I bothered to get it.
We have a legendary
Me live right now. I don't know how legendary I am, but I am actually live, yes. We're fighting these Stongloms, who are apparently the Men's Hair Club, despite not having hair and not actually being men at all. Can I what for them? I don't think I can.
The reason you have, like, an affection problem is because of the second person we raided, someone else has marked their presence, so you shall not talk about it here.
Oh, okay. Are you sure they're the reason you have an affection problem, though? Also, what do you constitute as an affection problem? I'm not sure what that would qualify as. Can I reach any of them with that? I can reach that one guy. Yay. 5 damage. Kaboom. Can I get behind him? Bird might be too wide to stuff back there. Yeah, nah, he's not gonna fit. Take what we can get. Oh, he gets to go again.
For lack of a better word, like, you get to attach to people and have a hard time discussing your feelings, like when you told them you were autistic and he started saying Spurg a lot more, sometimes to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's messed up. They shouldn't say that kind of thing to you if they know. But then again, they shouldn't say that kind of thing in general, honestly. Like, how is saying Spurg any less offensive than just outright saying retarded, you know? And honestly, autism and retardation are not the same thing either. They often go hand in hand, but that is not always the case. Just feels like the progressives haven't caught up with that particular version of the word yet. Let's see, is the guy out here? Is it gonna happen? If it's not gonna happen, I'm just gonna turn around and leave. It's usually like on the way to the gate. We might not have tripped enough of the Ferris plot flags for this to happen. And it's looking like we did not. So... Alright. We're going to Tailowalk. We are headed toward the end game. With 50 minutes left. We're going the wrong way. We could go this way. I hate the desert. Oh, how I hate it. Too many counters, too much space, everything looks the same. Oh, we do need to hit up the spirit on our way out, though. Where's the spirit? Spirit. Holy. Sign, man. Wanna merge. Oops, I picked the wrong option. Blah. Wanna merge. Nah. Yes, take hold. This isn't a battle, so I'm not gonna change the music. Naratla. The backwards writing. Alright, we need to watch that. Spirit's fading away. Hey, Bird's there too. I don't think he has anything to say about this, but yeah, no, he has no lines. He's just pictured in the cutscene for some reason. Cool. Alright, that takes care of that. I'll update Alterang's stats in the spreadsheet later. We gotta move on. We gotta shake a leg. We don't need to pick up Dougal in this run. How about that? That's one fight we will not be doing. I should probably shift the music over to the other variety as well. But whenever this song ends, it will start playing the nicer tracks. I think we can get out of the Badlands before then. Would these qualify as Badlands? I don't actually know. What even are Badlands? Oh, we're not allowed to fight this fight. We already beat these guys once. Dang it. Stupid chaos. Why do they gotta cramp our style? Maybe go like all the way over here. I'm trying to think if there are any herb piles I left lying around someplace. Because it's like the one thing we haven't totally caught up on yet. I think there's one near the waterfall, actually. If I'm not mistaken. I think over here? Are there herbs over here? Herbs. Herbs. Doesn't look like it. No. I'm just gonna inspect the ground a little more carefully because it's kind of dark. So that's just this game in general. No, I don't see any herbs. Oh well. It's not like we're in dire straits without them. Crash Bandicoot main theme. Nice. Let's camp. Speed up. We don't have all day. Oh gosh, it's a full moon. Glad we're not fighting any Duck Dumbles now. Oh man, I just realized we're gonna need to sneak past the direwolves to get at the dryads. Eh, that's okay. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Get on with that one. Something about altering running this quickly to this song is just amusing to me. It just feels right. And look at that, it ended just when we got where we were going. Gonna drop a save just in case these wolves catch us. So there they are. Looks like they haven't even noticed this. Good. Looks like we got away with it. Alright, let's make some dryads angry. I need to remember that these guys are still threatening to us even now. And wait, oh gosh, they're lunar. Oh, this is gonna be an ugly mess. These guys might actually destroy us. They're usually solar, but now they are lunar, and it's a full moon. Oh god. Oh, this is gonna be a battle, alright. Okay, we gave them Spurt Shing. At least they're not elemental anymore. Looks like they're necromancers, which means they don't have any damage-dealing spells. They might have... You might want to just hand out mirrors to people regardless. Start with yourself. Okay, they have exhausting. But what are they going to do after they're done exhausting? Oh, they have tap stand as well. That's actually not so bad. Okay, these guys shouldn't be too much trouble. I wanted to mirror more people. We'll worry about dispelling that in just a second. We want versus necromancy first. Seriously, you couldn't see Olorang there? Well, whatever. There we go, everybody's mirrored. I'm gonna Dipsel and Necro first. Oh, and unclick. Okay. Now then. Anything she can do to them is just... Oh wait, no, she's a namer, that's right. She can whack us, no problem. I was thinking she had exhausting. She does not. She has whackness. Now all the Femdrads are whack. Perfect. Of course, now we're just gonna have to watch them cast Exhausting for 10 minutes straight at or increased speed. Because that's all they're gonna try to do, and they're gonna consistently fail at it. Yeah, he was the only one who didn't have versus Necromancy. And they got Gita anyway. Well, did Beacon fail to, like, dispel some people? Oh, whatever. I can start hitting them anyway. Alright, you. I wanted... Oh, wait, no. Beacon was the one I wanted. Dang it. I guess you can just hit somebody. Hit the lady. Alright. First of all, I'm gonna get versus Necro on Alterang, finally. There. I'm gonna have to try to dispel it again. I'll even cast Leaked. There you go, Beacon, have some Leaked. They sure are persistent, aren't they? God, she recovered all her stamina with that. That's fine. Alright, we killed one. 5 to go. They're back to exhausting. They got Alterang again anyway. This is what we get for fighting them on a full moon. I got both my lunar people, wow. Gosh, you just can't stop them. Alright. Then we'll just beat the tar out of them. But what are they going to do when they run out of tap stands? That's what concerns me. I think that might have been the last one. Are they just going to attack us? I did give them a weapon. I wouldn't not have. Oh, there we go. That's probably the last one. So much stamina tapping. Oh no, they're back to exhausting. They gave up on it for some reason. Alright, now what will they do? Even the exhausting is exhausted. Yeah, they're gonna shield their new allies. But then what? Then what, Femdread? Now what are you gonna do? You gonna slap us? Oh, they're gonna attack from a distance. Oh, that's right. I believe I had to give them spikes. Because you see, because you can learn from a female dryad at a certain point in the game, I had to give them a weapon that the heroes could learn. Because they can tutor them in that weapon. So they can teach you to throw. Because they have a throwing weapon. But yeah, they have Manticore spikes. Man, as necromancers, they are not nearly as threatening. I guess they do still kind of get a million turns. And if our defenses were any worse, they could probably punch through them pretty easily. It's kind of the same problem you have with Chaos Scouts in the early game. They get a lot of actions and their attacks rack up quickly, even though they're kind of chippy. And no, I don't mean Bowser's name for Starlo when I say chippy. On the plus side, I didn't have to run all the way across the battlefield to get them because they came right to us. That's kind of nice. In all the other versions, they just keep casting until they're out of stamina, and now they actually have spells that don't need cast anymore. They hit their limit, and then they have to attack. She had like 8 voices. Sometimes I wonder if I wouldn't be able to handle these things earlier in the adventure. It's kind of a toss-up in the other versions, but in this version, I think you could probably take them after the tower. I'll have to keep that in mind in the future. As if that's a thing I'll actually do. There's no way I'll remember that. Unless it's something I just try to do innately, which I kind of want to. I have hit the point in my time playing this game where fighting things earlier than usual is the only way to make them relevant. Oh wow, he missed. I thought that would have been it. Maybe we should take a minute to patch ourselves up. We do have a lot more dryads to get through. And we don't know what the male ones are going to be capable of. I don't remember what I gave them. Yeah, let's just chug some potions. Alright, Beacon. Let's get this over with. Yeah, we're all in good shape. Wow, she's still not dead. Oh, come on. How much abuse can she take? There. Alright, I'm greatly relieved that the dryads are not going to be a thing. What was that they dropped there? They dropped something. I should have paid closer attention. Oh, it was probably the spikes. Yeah, they'll drop the spikes. We'll fight the males last, since we know the females are doable. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with dispelling the necromancy this time. We're just going to go for it. I'm not even going to bother blocking it, really. And again, I guess their spells really aren't a joke per se, because, like, they take you down 40 stamina with those two spells. That's a lot. That's a lot of stamina to lose. Can I? Yeah, I can. It can be hard to tell if you're targeting them because they're so bright already. You can't exactly see their models glowing very well. Surprised the reinforcements haven't arrived yet. I must have started clearing these out like right at the top of the order. I better shoot her before she puts up a spirit shield. There they go. See, like, even though they have Spirit Shield up, our attacks are doing more than last time, and I think that's because we were trying to dispel it and the Spirit Shields were stacking. I still haven't tested this, and it's actually we can actually do with this group since Kita knows Sense Aura, or You're Useless is what I named it in this. But yeah, I'm almost certain that whenever they cast the spell, they get their protection, and then if you dispel it, it dispels the spell, but not the protection, so they cast it again and get even more protection. And we can try to gauge that. Maybe I will. Maybe we'll try it. We'll see if Gita's up to the task. Gita. Sense this thing's aura. You're useless. We're gonna cast it on this one. Alright, its total armor protection is 38 right now. Surprised it's that high, actually. Dang it. Beacon needs a turn. He's the one who can dispel it. I just hope the last one doesn't run away. Alright, so just on you two. He failed. Of course he failed. Why wouldn't he? Let's sing a song. To encourage him. She's fleeing. She left. Dang it! We'll never know! You ruined my test, Femdred. It's a true crime. Oh, they have Chaos Robes. Sweet, I don't think I had any of those yet. Oh no, we had one pair. Cool. That partially explains why they have so much defense. Now these guys, I don't even know what they have, so I guess we'll find out. I forgot. It's been a long time since I changed them. If I had to guess, they're probably not elemental. Okay, you guys. I don't even know what to defend ourselves with. If it goes south, it goes south. The mauled reds. Can't reach. What fear? Oh. Alright, so they have Versus Star as their resistance. I gave them that in place of Mirror. Uh-oh, one of them's under the ground. Oh, he soft-locked the game.
You stinker. That's okay.
That doesn't count for anything. Thanks for that, guy. I'm not changing the theme. We will fight you to Mingy Jungle. Can I stamage ram all y'all? Is one below the ground again? One's below the ground again. Can I flee? I can flee. How about that? Stop it, RNG. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There, they're all on the ground where they belong. Stinking things.
How often does that happen?
Not that often, but when it does, it's super lame. It's only really a problem for spellcasting monsters because, like, if the monster gets the turn, they'll just poof onto the map where they want to be. But if they get targeted with a projectile or a spell, it soft-locks the game. That's just how that goes. Oh, they have exhausting too. Did I really give all the Drads the same kit? It doesn't seem like something I would do. Oh, they have Crush and Death. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. They have Crush and Death. Okay. Now this is gonna be the real fight then. Oh boy. Okay. Let's start with Legend. Don't kill him. He's gonna die. Bird died.
Alright, well at least we know what to prepare for. Man, it's been a long time since we had a death. Our 69th death, lol lamau, that's the number, ha, funny. Did you know the number 69 is hilarious because it vaguely resembles people giving each other oral? Haha. So funny. Okay. Oh, I guess I need to jot that down on my spreadsheet too. It really has been a long time since anything killed us. Okay. It was a bird being killed by a Maldrad in the woods, I guess. Haha, funny. Okay. We'll be starting this fight a lot differently. New song. Yeah, it's a mini-boss now. Okay, we'll want to lead with mirrors, actually. In that case. Oh, yes, thank goodness he gets to go ahead. I want to put cheat death on some people, too, if I can. Oh, but that's no good, actually. I'm going to be wanting to dispel their exhausting. Yes, fail, Malthreat. No, don't succeed, stop. Oh boy. We need more mirrors. We need to keep them casting exhausting at all costs. Alright, in the meantime, you can whackness, I suppose. Maybe Ember Wrench first. down to only one. That means they might start crushing nothing. Nope, they're still going for the exhausting. Thank goodness. Hold out, man. Just hold out. We want a mirror. Yup. Okay, everybody's vizzed up. You need to dispel that echo immediately. Don't dispel it on them, just on us. Alright, good. There's gonna be a lot of exhausting in this fight. Stop. No, guys, stop. Alright, is anyone else still in mirrored? Beacon does. You are forgiven for being exhausted. Got Gita too. No! Where's the last line of the fence? Well, good luck. I'm gonna cast Linked. And now we can just start hacking into them with everyone who's not casting spells. Everyone is mirrored. We are allowed to possess one of these guys. That might be worth doing, actually. Alright, you're like the worst person to do it, though. We should totally possess one. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter, because we cast Light anyway. Alright, let's Chalmers a guy. You, join us. Thanks for the Viz Star, guy. It's not gonna help, but pretty cool of you. Alright. Did we whackness them yet? I don't think we did. Yeah, they need whacking too. Excellent. We didn't stam jam them yet either. Cool. Oh, I can like Viz Neko my new guy. I should do that. Here you go, pal. You're gonna help us win this. Oh, they exhausted him already. Alright, you've done your job. Just shoot people, I guess. By the way, Nate Griffin is back. Who's Nate Griffin? Yes, exhaust your friends. I'm surprised they're going for the slaps and not for the crush and death. I wonder if they're susceptible to crush and death, actually. They might not be. I don't see why they wouldn't, but I'll have Althorang try. Can you crush and death this nerd? Oh, you can totally crush and death him. What's their problem? Oh wow, he annihilated their stamina. That's what he did. When he exhausted them, it wiped out all their stamina. Hey! Alright, now we turn to the tide soundly. This is going fine. Moldrads are screwed. Oh, I should give you back whatever you were wearing before I put on the helm. The helmet arms. Was it Jasper hat? Is that what you were wearing? Actually, he was probably wearing whatever the Drake item was, and now it's been replaced and we're back to the Jasper hat. Did you know? Kendall's name used to be Jasper? It's true! I'm crushing up this guy. Oh, only 7. His did 28. Show off. How do you determine what scene to draw from my reviews? Well, I just think back on the series and I pick a moment I felt was iconic enough to draw. Or whatever, like, sums it up well enough. Like, the reason I went with Merkaba for SMT was because I was in a constant censorship fight with him, trying to conceal his breasts from the internet. So I was like, I feel like that sums up SMT. Or at least my experience of SMT. Or maybe at least a part of it. Man, it's just whatever scene strikes me as worth being drawn. Alright, we beat those guys. They might have the honor of being the last things to ever kill us in this entire playthrough. But we did it. Listen to that victorious Criteria music and feel fulfilled. Oh no, Wolf! Wolf, you weren't supposed to catch me. I gotta flee. Stinking wolves. Some things never change. Oops, I didn't mean to pause. Bleh. Alright, are they onto me? Oh, they totally are. This is just what wolves do. Save, load to get them off the trail. You don't see anything, wolf. You don't see anything. Make sure it's walking away from me before I make a move. I guess I can't even see it from here. Good, we're out of here. To the dragon's lair! My goodness. We're finally on the home stretch. We've got 10 minutes to beat the game, guys. It's not gonna happen. Guess I didn't expect the dryads to be as much trouble as they were. But we'll get close. Blah blah. We merged with our spirit, but we're still not done. I reckon we can probably get to the lair and fight at least one or two more fights before we're done. Speedruns of this game are actually kind of insane. They completed in under 4 hours. And they don't even like use any glitches to do that. They just kind of know the exploits. I'd be curious to try it myself someday. I just haven't bothered. I would have to refine my technique, because I can't get the game cleared under 4 hours using, like, cheated items and stuff. So you gotta figure out your route. Know what to do. Let's camp. It's getting late. We made it to the summer season. There's no way in heck we're gonna be seeing any months beyond the summer season. One stealthy little thing I've been doing with the thumbnails of these streams. I wasn't doing it at first, but I decided to do it later. And I retroactively adjusted them for it. The date that you see on the thumbnail is the date that we start in game. Yeah. It also occurred to me I could have left the map position on there as well, so you would see where in the world Altering was at that date. But it is far too late for that one. Like, far too late. I have no desire to put that much work into a subtle detail of these thumbnails. But if I ever use the map again for thumbnails in an Aidyn run, that might be worth doing. Okay. We are here. Back in Aramon. I should probably switch the music back to negative, since this place we're going is not super happy. Here, hold on a second, I'm going to do that. There. When Crown Tundo's done, it'll switch over to spooky tracks. Shut up, Raza. Let us through the door. Oh gosh. Apparently this song is on the sound effects side of things, otherwise it would be muted right now. This cave. I always get lost in this stupid cave. Over here. We want to go this way. We're gonna fight some Minotaur lords. I think we want strength for this. Just to speed it along. Guess I could use some spells on them too. These guys are hardy. That's the main issue. Jeez, he blocked it. You guys aren't even lunar anymore. Come on now. I think I don't want Beacon anywhere near that guy. Let's focus on one at a time. I saw him blink. I can get him. I can get him. Come on, Gita. I can get him. Just gotta time it right. Come on. Yeah, there you go. So you can't select the target while you're moving. So you have to, like, mash A after you've stopped moving, but you're close enough to hit him anyway. Don't mind me going quiet. I'm kind of just bopping to this song. It's my favorite from Judy and the Catfish, and there's something just so sinister about it. I love it. Really good boss theme. And it's not even for bosses. The strength potions were definitely a good call. These guys are just so bulky. You know, these guys have a worse weapon than they usually do, and they're still chipping us for a lot. Would not have expected Ultrang to be even this far down in his health in this fight. I just figured we'd be tearing down some walls. Come on, you can get him, get him. These guys really are just raw bulk. I didn't think they would be filling the rest of the stream with like 7 minutes left, but we're still here. But once we finish this fight, that is going to wrap it up for today. With us being on the home stretch here, I am confident in saying we'll reach the end of the game next time, but it won't quite be the end of the stream series because I don't remember if I said it earlier, but I probably did. I want to screw around in the battle randomizer mode for a bit. I want to recover the Drake equipment from the barrel whites there, and I want to encounter Pandara and Super Double at the very least. And hit max rank, of course. Get everybody all of their stats. Not just most of their stats. So we can look forward to the end of the game next time. And maybe some randomizer. And on the stream after that, certainly some randomizer. And then this series will not be long for this world. Alrighty. How close is everyone to leveling? Not very. Looks like you guys are the closest, and you still need 90,000. I think Ultrang would have leveled up, but he probably got some quest experience for Lugosh or something or other. And it, like, put him over, and he missed the level up as a result. Which means I didn't get to raise his stats. But it's whatever. Ultrang's broken anyway. Who cares? That is going to do it for now. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you next time with what is most likely the end of the Aidyn Challenge run. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye!